Shalom.
Shalom.
Let's give our praises and glory to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Mekakadash.
Right up as the apostles and those of him no son do well.
God.
Peace and blessing to Yakimani will push the sheep before close years, right? We come out again here today to what prophesy.
God.
To edify the sheep, you know? To build spirit, to build brother spirits. Scriptures talk about what iron sharpened iron. Right? And I would say we come to talk about what endurance. Because for the past couple of weeks we come out, we seeing men scoffing, men falling off. All these other different things with men coming into the fold and they're a slave. Because already in church scripture said many are called, but few are chosen. Right? And the true reward is when you actually make it to the end. Right?
This is Luke chapter 9, verse 62. It's only how shall said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God.
Right? No man having put his hand to the plow and looking back. Meaning you can't, let's look at the apostles constantly talk about the men from the one Westers. You understand from the beginning who, when it is the start, they take a break. They have no breaks in this. They don't have no breaks. This is like that door to talk about. You know, like in the Matrix, they talk about, they say once you go through that door, have no turning back. That's like what this is like. Once you start this, you can't stop. You're going to have days where you're going to be real fired, and then certain days, you know, certain things you might be going through, you mightn't do as much as you would like. Right? Even the apostles tell that you wouldn't be on fire every single day. But this is something that you can't take breaks from. You know, like how when you exercise and you have a cheat day?
Yeah,
There are no cheat days in this. You know, you're right, just 7 days for the week, and one day you're going to do abominable things. This is something that you have to stick to until the end. Right? And we know the rewards if you just stick to it, and we know the penalties if you don't, because we also know that how the Lord does work. Blessings and curses, rewards and penalties.
God, the book of Proverbs that say unjust balance is abomination with the Most High. You understand? So if you do good, you good go follow you.
Just like you tell, if you bring out from our question, that's Cain. When Cain get vexed, you understand? Cain do shit. And he want to get vexed on the back end. And what is the Lord tell him? Genesis.
Yeah.
Genesis 3 or 4. I think it's Genesis 4.
Yeah.
You probably see why has our you say when he said he didn't the Lord didn't receive Cain's offer.
Yeah. It's four. I hear already. You want to start from the top or?
Yeah, well, from our, you can start with it.
Alright. Genesis 4:1. And Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Most High. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground.
That was attitude there among many kings, like for example David.
God.
David was what?
Yeah, shepherd, God.
You understand?
Yeah, because you have to be able to care for the flock.
I see how like a spiritual concept now. Like.
Yeah, that's why I was shy ask Peter 3 times. If you love me, feed my flock, you know? Yeah. Right, verse 2 it say, and she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Most High, and Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof.
And that to show you that even back then, even though people like to say the Lord didn't exist back then, they knew what was supposed to be done.
God.
Because why would the Lord reject his offering if it is that it had no regulations as to what to do?
God, not only that, but why would they make an offering unto the Lord in the first place?
How would they even know to do that?
What went on here was tithes, you know. When you actually read it, this was tithes more or less, you know.
That peace offerings.
God.
The peace offering sacrifices they will do.
Right.
But you're supposed to do it like with flock. You're not supposed to do the peace offerings with that.
Right, but if you read what you say, right, it say, and Abel he also brought the firstlings of his flock.
Yeah,
that's where the tithes come from.
But,
Yes, do that.
But if you take a sacrifice, it's supposed to be of the firstlings with all
God,
blemish.
yeah, with all blemish. Yeah, do. Right? It say of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof, And the Most High had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering, he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
And that is show how the Most High does deal with things. He don't just be on here for no reason.
God.
He had to be some shit that you know. And he did shit. Go ahead.
And the Most High said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted. And if thou dost not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
So, it's like you want to do shit, Satan want to rule over your shoulder.
God.
You understand? You're going to be afflicted. You want to get punished right. But if you do good, you'll receive the reward of the good, which is what you're talking about. And that's what we're really doing right now. We're working for that penny.
God.
Right? We're working to receive that reward. Because when you think about it, if it is that we would receive the same exact reward as the unjust, then what would be the point of working? What would be the point of laboring the truth?
God.
If what we go in and get, because we're just talking about what we're working for 1 penny, but men not going to be on the same levels. You understand? Men will have different.
And the same as if everybody could be saved, then what was the point of Yahushai?
Yeah, what would be the point of doing anything?
God.
And that is where that Christian mindset that you do whatever you want and everybody will get the same reward.
God.
Right? Really, Ecclesiastes,
9 and 11.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 11. It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift.
Not to the swift. Right? You said the race is not to the swift. So it's not about, there's always talk about it over and over. Some of the men that we see fall out, you could have told precepts better than them. Some of those men they remembering precepts. Back when I now started off, I can remember when I said, no, you know, my memory not as good as it was when I was younger. But we still understand how to break it down and so forth. But this thing is about pacing yourself, right? This thing is about enjoying. Now, why scriptures tell in Ecclesiastes. If you get Ecclesiastes 7:16. Have a reason why scriptures give you warnings, right? It's real warnings.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 16. It said, be not righteous over much, be not make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?
See, why shouldest thou destroy thyself? We're trying to be super duper. You understand? This is that thing of endurance. This is that thing where you will fall. See, a just man fallen 7 times. But what? You get up and you continue going. And we are the follow suit in our mindset. Now when the apostles say what? It's impossible to do every single thing.
God.
It's impossible to never sin. That is why if it is, as you said before, if it is that we never sin, we never eat our share.
God.
Right?
Not only that too, under the rulership that we under. You understand? Under the rulership that we under within itself, it hard not to sin because why? Everything built for you to sin, everything built to promote that. You understand? Just by the laws and all. You know? Everything built to promote something unrighteous.
And they say what rise on the path for the sin not all.
Can.
Right? It's designed to you can't be perfect in a prison.
Can.
You
Can.
understand? You can't. Back in the
So it say Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11. It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. Right? Sometimes it's something, it say the race is not for the swift, man. This goes for like anybody ever worked. It's not for the swift. Plenty people believe it's just that, you know, the way everything come fast. Just like with the prophecies of the Lord, the way everything be done fast, quick. You understand? They hear something every day, the way it's done today. Everything is just peace and everything at time. I scripture say everything at time and you do it.
Understand.
Got a fish more about culture, endurance.
Google or Blue Letter?
So the race is not for the swift. You understand? Not for them that everything done fast. Everything come quick.
I'm going to preach some failing out.
But
The 1 Corinthians 9 and 24. Well, I will start from 23. It say, and this I do for the gospel's sake, that I may be partaker thereof with you. 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize.
So yes, we run in a race. It answers something. You run in a race because that is the part you're on. You understand? So you're running to receive a what? A prize. Right? Go ahead.
So run that ye may obtain.
So run that they may what?
Run that ye may obtain. It say, and every man that striveth for the masteries is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Yeah.
You understand? And that was just going back to what we were saying. You can't run a race and expect to finish the race as you start. You run so you can obtain. Run is a marathon, it's not a sprint.
And even after this, what people fail to realize is that you get off a mark when the scripture say come to save below temptation. Then you understand something, it's a race of running, but this race has hurdles in it.
Is that Sirach 2? Yeah.
You understand? It's hurdles. This race has hurdles in it. It are things that you come and face. It's the same way before you reach the end, it are things to come.
Go on.
It's the same way with us. There is scripture. Sorry, there is scripture say having faith like I must see you be able to move
Mountains can.
Mountains is just obstacles, things that big obstacles
Things that
put in
big
front
to
of
you,
Yeah.
that would seem big in your life. You understand? Like we say like something happen and your family say, nah, we have what I am in your household and they put you out. To you like something big, you know, but that is the most I plan for you.
But even greater is if you put that into come and serve the Lord.
God.
Look, you know, if the times that we're coming into, you saw throw you in prisons and so forth. These are the kind of things that you will get in the race that they're running. The affliction and so forth. You say too much trials and tribulation, we feel the trials and tribulation is. You understand? That ain't nothing nice. So these are the kind of things that we will go through, the kind of things that we will face going in this race. But you say run the race so that you can receive the prize.
God, that he may
You
obtain.
understand that you may obtain. So you start to run the race.
To
But
finish.
you understand something that even when you face the hurdles, you don't stop.
God.
Or when things come, you don't pull to the side and be like, you know what?
God, I was just about to say the exact same thing you're saying because watch me. When you're running a race, when you finish, you just get something, you know. You might get to stand up on the podium with the gold, silver, bronze, or anything. They might get a bouquet of flowers, thanks for participating.
You still get
You understand?
something in the race, yeah.
But when you're running and you say, you know what, forget this man, you just stop and you walk off the field, you don't get nothing. You understand?
Even after this, when you're running a race, some people just pull a hamstring.
God,
People you mash up your groin.
God.
You understand? Something wrong with something going on here. But if you notice, some men
They're still fighting.
They will still fight it through and still run the race. Or even if they stop, they don't ever stop for the rest of their life. They continue.
God.
You understand? So it are things that you understand. You don't understand that when you don't say run a race, things that has come with it. But run a race, not just that one straight path.
God,
You understand?
things going to happen.
Like my man, like they said when you see the athletes and them, you might see athlete running, he pull out and he might start to walk.
Yeah, but he go
But you
finish.
walk
The
until
goal
you
is
walk
to
it off.
finish, yeah.
And then
There
you
you
start
go.
back, you start back sprinting.
Some of them can't walk. Some of them just have to stop there right there at the moment, but that doesn't mean they stop running.
Yeah.
You understand? And that is the thing I don't understand. Like, why am I just your face and don't stop? Okay, because when we coming in too, you're going and face afflictions. You're going and face things that will test the endurance. You understand? Because endurance is
Are you not finished on here, you know?
What meaning you have? What meaning you need to look for?
Endurance.
Like, yeah.
It said, one, the ability to endure an unpleasant or difficult process or situation without giving way.
So life, even especially life that you're in here serving the Lord, that will be a difficult time for you because you know everything in this world, as I was saying before, everything is against the Lord.
Let me get you the second definition.
Right.
It said the capacity of something to last or to withstand wear and tear.
Yeah, so the capacity to withstand,
Can.
you know,
Wear and tear.
So that means the wear and tear to what as the things that might go through this. You understand? But you understand what I say, the capacity to withstand. So that means you're not going to stop. The scriptures talk about what? Yes, it lies about the patience are the same. You understand what patience means? Patience is endurance technically because you're waiting for that time.
Yeah, patience literally means to endure suffering, basically.
So that is the thing. But all those things won't come away. We could lose stuff. You had to lose to gain. That's something you fail to realize.
In Daniel 7:25, I think they talk about that. It say, they decree something, and where the saints are the Lord. You understand? All I part of it.
Yeah. So that's the embarrassing. You understand? And that's the thing. In order to get, you gotta give. You understand? Or give up. You understand? To receive better things. And there was some people that can't do. They can't give up. When I say give up, don't give up the race, but give up things that will keep it up.
Keep you out of the race. Anything that go hamper you in the race, don't do it.
Let me add something here.
Right.
It doesn't show how the Lord word so perfect, right? It's because when he drew that race, that's some of the things he could paint it. I was watching this fella, Lewis Hamilton, right? Which is
I hear the name, but I don't know.
Is he one of the best race car J-Can?
Yeah.
One of the best race car drivers in the world, if not the best, right? As we speak. And he was in an interview and was asking about the weight and the muscles and so forth.
That the fella with the plats who drive for Benz.
Nah,
You don't drive for Benz?
I can't remember. I can't remember which Benz. I can't remember who he just drive.
But I know I see an interview with one and he say, yeah, he weight have to be precise.
Right,
so the calculations with the
Right,
car and
that
how
him,
fast he going on
Right,
here.
so that's actually if you had to get bigger, I know you said telling him he had to give up certain things.
Correct.
Even trying to get bigger, he had to give up. So he could actually run the race, he could actually finish the race perfect, right? And that's the thing when they join it to the Lord. You had to give up certain things so you can finish that race. That things could be holding them back. Things that they might love.
God.
Things that they love, matter of fact that they will hold back. Man might love the bird. Man might have a best work, but our best work forcing it to do what?
God.
To sin it again. You understand? Forcing it to do something wrong. That you know you're not supposed to be doing. These kind of things that are put into consideration when you're running a race. You understand? Not that you're just going to run one slow. There are obstacles, there are things you will face. That's why you see endurance is such an important thing, especially in time of the winters. Because that's something, when you're running a race, before you run a race, there's something that's called test endurance. It's a test endurance because we used to do that when I used to play football, we used to do that. It's something, it's a test, a test endurance to see how long it can last.
God.
You understand? And they'll continue to test that endurance and continue to build it. They'll put you through situations that they're going on. It's a stretch endurance to make it be longer, to make it go longer and so forth. You know? And you understand, there's this is the Lord. You will be tested. We'll see if you test the endurance. That is to say to be a good soldier for the Lord. A soldier, right? A soldier in this world. Every time I read a scripture that in Timothy, every time I read that I always remember a soldier in this world, what did us go through? Go and look up somebody train and they still look for the training that is doing the background. Because there's some freaky deaky.
Yeah.
Right? I talk about the main training. A soldier, the kind of training a soldier go through is to test the endurance. You understand? Test the endurance, the affliction, the pain, the things that they can go through to finish the job that they put forth. You understand? Some soldiers just go, and I remember watch a documentary and there's some soldiers staying in water for 3 days. Just keeping their body afloat with a bag. But the hard was to complete the tasks that they set forth to do. But the other sense, your torments, things that they go through. So wait for it when it comes to the Lord, when the Lord call you a good soldier.
Not only that too, if you want to become part of a special unit or higher in rank, as the brother said, the test does get harder. Whereas the weak go whether the weak go quit and go home. You understand? The ones that could endure as well, they stay and they just make it.
But that way you see the change in mental because these kind of soldiers who could be doing these things for our country, when they do stuff for the country, as I said, they get put through stuff, right? So the weak go quit.
Yeah.
The harder mentality they change. That's why when you see some of them, the mentality it's different. Because of the kind of things they go through, the kind of things they face, even fast. The kind of things we go through, you get experience. So you know the detailed situation. And I might tell you, but how you get okay, you don't go through it already.
God.
You know? The only thing that's come with endurance, with running a race for the Lord. You know? But
There's Sirach 2 and
Before you read that one,
go ahead.
I'll read something about this. So then First Peter 1, I'll start from 6, right? They say, wherein ye greatly rejoice, do now for a season. They say, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations. You understand which is what you're talking about before, the afflictions.
God.
Different. It's like the same solar concept you're talking about. The reason why these soldiers is trained is because it's to prepare them for something that they'll go through.
God.
Or may go through in the future. You understand? The same thing with us. We being prepared, built up in the spirit, and also being prepared mentally for the things, for the tribulation ahead. You understand? Because none of us know what it is we want to deal with in our time. Scriptures talk about beheading, being cast into prison. You understand? You never know. And the Lord building us up to be able to deal with that. Scripture says, meditate terror.
God.
In that time, you're going to see people very close to you going through some very terrible things. You got to be able to, a lot of people are going to be breaking up. They can't deal with that. Right? But the Lord refining us, in the spirit, and also to be able to deal with certain things. See, verse 7 it say, that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perishes,
So your trial, your faith. When they say trial, right? You're putting something through a test. For people that say that the trial of your faith, well, a trial means putting something through a test. You understand? So basically putting your faith being tested. And that is the thing with this. That is the thing with this thing. You're going to be tested. You understand? You're going to be put through that furnace. If you fire, the fire is adversities. Things they will go through, right? So you have to be able to endure. But that things are going to come away. You know, I say especially the time that we're coming into. You understand? Especially the time you will be tested. You see that time when an MOTV jump on the scene and now the child might be crying. One milk, daddy, I want
Hungry.
milk. Hungry. Now you know this, you know, to do this particular thing. You have to take this particular thing.
Correct.
You understand?
When I say one of the most important reasons for why, I guess I can talk about it in Deuteronomy 8. Where you say what they say to know what was in their hearts, if they would keep up these commandments or no. All these trials also is to see who ready for the Lord or not. It's like what the brother say, in that time, we not going to depend on the system to provide for us. We know it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushua who's going to provide all our needs. You understand? And he say what my servants would eat, but they shall be hungry. We have to believe that.
Yeah, that way your faith coming. Your faith, your hope. They say hope. Hope that is seen is not hope. You understand? See, and I hope. Well,
They say, being much more precious than of gold that perishes. It says, though it be tried with fire, it said, might be found unto praise and honor and glory.
and this kind of thing you realize. He said, don't be tried with fire. Some people just be going through stuff and going, why Lord, why me? No, the Lord telling you, yes, you're going to be tried. You understand? We have to go through things. That's why when things happen, the brothers just be like, hey. Understand? Hey, the Lord will find our way out of it. You understand? Back in the world, if it was in the world, you might just say, oh, Lord, why would you do this for, you know? But when you need the truth and get to understand that, hey, we have to be put through these things. That is to go back now to say, why? Then go back to the Lord. Now all these things that we go through, we have to go back to the Lord. You understand?
You say what? I will get it, you show the Lord because I sinned against him.
That's right. And that's the thing, it's not against you. We expect, where's the judgment for sin? The judgment for sin is not life. You understand?
God.
You say with fire, it say might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing
so
of
on
your
the fire, on the
Mashiach.
praises, on the glory. You know, on the appearing of the Lord, because why? You know, you went through the adversities, you went through the fire, and you was found more worthy. You understand? There's the thing people fail to realize that you have to be going through these things to be found worthy. There's a Christian concept where they just pick you up and go into heaven. You can be wicked as I said. He ain't go through no test, son. He ain't go through no trials to see if you're worthy. He just get picked up by the end and they're going.
Do nothing and get everything.
Understand? Yeah. He did nothing and they get everything as a person.
Remember, I push up fairly quick.
That's why. Again, that is like Christian mythology. You understand? There's a myth. But because the Lord telling you to be found, you have to be able to go through these tests to see if you're found worthy, to see if you have to be where you feel. So in order to get a job in this world, right? You have to be able to go through trials, tribulation, tests, and so forth, right? Right? You have to go through trials, tribulation, tests to see if you fit the part to accept this job. But when it comes to the Lord, you could do all kind of weakness and just get picked up, and you worthy to get picked up. That don't make sense.
You see what worthy would do? Wait, what does it mean to be worthy?
I'm worthy. One, having or showing the qualities that deserve the specified action or regard.
So in order to become the Lord chosen, you have to be what? You have to have that what? That special characteristics that deem you worthy to be that.
It's to deserve.
Yeah, to deserve, you know. Man, these Christian characteristics where do all that wickedness and you'll be safe. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. You understand?
And the scriptures fulfill when they say what? They say what a man sow.
Shall
You
reap.
understand? You reap bountifulness, you will get. After you Christian.
2 Corinthians 4:16 it say, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
There's a constant battle on a daily basis to remain righteous because we constantly you will be tried with things that appealing to you.
Gone.
You understand? And it's getting all the time. And other brothers can say the same thing. You'll always be tried by things that are appealing to you.
You see the outward man perish. They realize something that the look of a man will always it means nothing. It means nothing, especially when it comes to the Lord. It's that inner man.
Gone.
You understand? It's that inner man is where the importance is. That outward, it's a reason why it has something called the David and Goliath concept. It's a reason why it has when situations happen, you hear the first thing a man ball is, wait, a David and Goliath situation, they just draw the situation happen Goliath because David was what? Small and stature. So small that he couldn't even put on the armor. You understand? The armor was what? Too heavy for him. You understand?
He was way smaller than Goliath at that time.
Yeah. No, still, because Goliath was considered.
No, I mean at the time with not being able to put on the armor and afterwards when
after. Remember
he was a farmer and he was telling the sheep, and it was Samuel, right? Who come to Jesse.
Yeah.
And Jesse saw him all his sons, all the big strong ones. He said, no, see that man dealing with the sheep there? Call him for me. Yeah. He was so small, he was smaller than everybody.
And he was like, nah, here we do. And they see he was chosen, even when he came to Goliath, they was like, who's this man?
God.
When?
No, well, when everybody was watching Goliath, remember when he reached, all the other soldiers was there and they wasn't fair and he was like, wow, they fear this uncircumcised, what you call him, Philistine, or he don't know something, so he said, well, wow, they fear he,
And when I say two things come to mind, you simply say what? You see the Lord looking not at the outward appearance.
Gone.
You understand? They judge the heart, which is what the spirit of mind.
So the outer appearance, you see that people realize. In this society, the outer appearance is
it's glorified,
It's a reason why people just get scammed, the reason why people just get really don't astray because they watch the outer appearance. It come like this whole situation with like Usher and Diddy, right? I don't know if you'll see what went on recently with them. Kiki Palmer.
No, Diddy in court.
No, I'm going to go back to Usher now here. Kiki Palmer, there's a situation where she husband come and she put dance on Usher.
Right, yeah.
What happened this week here, as you watched on the news, is that the fella, she ended up putting the fella in court because she said the fella abused her.
Yes.
The fella now bring out information in some days, like 3 days ago, he had a taping when he went in the house with the mother and she. And the mother was telling them, Kiki Palmer mother was telling them, she said, you studying Usher gay. You don't even understand the industry. You understand? And one thing people fail to realize, when people hear that now, it's like, wait a minute, Usher gay. Yes, that was always there. You understand? But this, what they watch with Usher and them is the outer appearance. The things that these men have, how they would dress, how they would look, what they care about. Not knowing these men as well, wicked men. They men worthy of nothing, but again, they receive the benefits here. Right? Or like P. Diddy. I want to be like P. Diddy.
P. Diddy's a hen.
P. Diddy is a complete demon.
Yeah, he's a big hen.
Train meal parties.
Train meal parties and all this kind of stuff. And
he's a big hen.
Even one of these days I will look up man, all they must take in, because you'll get to do some videos, something about it. I remember doing some videos. Remember the early 90s, I think, before Biggie died, well after Biggie died, they had bodyguards around them, and one of the bodyguards was Gene Deal. That's my name, Gene Deal. He leave him now, and Gene Deal was like so close, he was the main bodyguard, right? Everybody knew who he is and so forth. And he was giving stories, accounts of what Biggie was in the background. He gave an account recently about let's go down a little track here, just to come back to show this something, right? He did a year ago, but he went on a whole spree doing interviews over the years, right? For the past 4 to 5 years, he was doing interviews. I watch a good bit of them. I do 1 or 2 videos on it as well. And one of the interviews he bought P. Diddy, tell him he go in a room, right? He's the main bodyguard. He tell him lock the door. So he lock the door. So nobody can come in. Say P. Diddy tell him no, let nobody come in now. Lo and behold, he say somebody was knocking the door. Not knowing P. Diddy, when the back end happened, he say he had also rough up the man. Remember, his job was to protect P. Diddy, right? He had also rough up the man because the man was wanted to come in the room. Lo and behold, not knowing the person wanted to come in the room, P. Diddy, he said P. Diddy run out the room with the fella who was inside naked. Naked, right? And PDD was like, what going on here? Even the rapper, even the rapper, and he put he was giving a account. He said the rapper, all you know he is. He's a rapper who does rap and sing at the same time. You understand? So that could be a bunch of people, but you know how freaky the
Yeah.
But he say when the cousin asked PDD, well, hey, I will come with my cousin, whatever, he just thing.
Yeah.
PDD turned and tell him, you know, he didn't want to come inside that room, plenty freaky things was going on, right? But the reason why I tell all of that because with all these things coming out, the reason why people support PDD is not because of the inner, it's because of the outer. You understand how they look, the things that they have, the money, money, you know. These men be wicked as well, and now the Lord telling you, the outward man, they perish. Now the Lord see you at the new world. That's why I was reading there. In the book of Surah, the Lord say what? It's better to deal with a man with less knowledge and keeping the laws than to deal with a man with much wisdom and he committing sin that way. You understand?
Even in that problem, we say what it's better to deal with the lowly.
The lowly, correct.
Yeah, that's the thing. You understand?
And the next reason was why, because when you look at the story of David was smaller than all the brothers. But he was the one he chose. Why? Because it was to show forth who it is ready to kill Goliath. It was David physically.
Yeah.
It was to start the arc of it. When I say, you know that chapter, David thing coming up. But it was to show you that how different it is. And you see, the thing about this that when you had the Lord.
When you had the Lord on your side, that's why the Lord said, man after my heart.
Yeah, I know one thing that because even when you read the story of David, you don't understand that it say the reason why he used him because he had the Lord is with him. You understand?
Yeah.
I sing a song over here.
Don't feel you're going to do what David do.
Yeah, no.
And the Lord with him.
They go trample here.
They go trample here.
The 2 Corinthians 4, I will read 16 again. It says, for which cause we fear not. But though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us a far more exceeding.
So important endurance is for a light affliction, just for what? A moment. Because it's just for a moment.
Which is but for a moment, working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
Because really and truly, a year or two is nothing compared to a lifetime of glory. You understand?
A year or two. Let me read the next verse.
I tell people, at the point you're going through it, sometimes it'll be hard to really keep that into your recollection. Really and truly.
Because he's a human. Because he's a human, you're subject unto it. That might go be hard to fathom, hey, this go down, this no.
It's like, you know, you get 7 minutes, it wasn't going to be fair, but it's still hard because the flesh, the spirit is willing.
But the flesh is sorry. Verse 18 it says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So as the brother say, what is 2 years compared to eternity, right? What is 2 years? Just suffer for 2 years?
Nothing in them come though. Nothing in UIC.
Yeah.
You only have it for a short time.
Nah, them have a water fight after 1,000 years. We not on that.
They have peace come back and take it.
You handle weapons with modern clay and all kind of matter.
I didn't video on that yet, but our retardation level real high.
I didn't even bother to touch it.
Yeah, what you saying?
I didn't even bother to touch it. After I hear the others and them say, but I said, why me even going down that road with them fellas, huh? It's other things for me to divulge. But yeah.
But you believe the prophecy, so I'm like,
yeah.
Go down there.
But as I say, this would say, you know, certain camps. The brother said in the audio, you see before eternity.
Damnable heresy.
It don't eternity, but that.
But nah, them not dealing, them dealing for a portion of time. You know, fight a big war. Like it was. I think it was a letter. He was like, so you no, it's a Lagaba. Lagaba was like, so you telling me, right, when I ruling in my kingdom under the most powerful being in the universe, they're going to get time to go and hide in a corner and mix together clay and leaves and what kind of king I go and be?
The hard time no one is still going on.
You understand? That is why I didn't, but that's when he said, I was like, but you'll have a point, like, you know, like, it literally, but anyhow, right, they Sirach 2 and, I'll start from 1. It say, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
So that goes back to what I was saying. When you come to serve the Lord, is it not obviously you put a one time payment? that they going on, that temptation going to come.
Come.
These things going to come, the loss of the life. You understand? So you serve the Lord all of a sudden now. All the time, a bird, you know, we just say bird, talk about a girl, right? When you hear the word bird, we say a girl, right? So a bird, all the time a bird want to flex on you. And they come to serve the Lord, she come and what she sings.
Yeah.
And she will come.
She have a man, all of a sudden she like you, just so she. Good night, big head. Just so. All the time you message and she 2-3 days, she not reply, all of a sudden, hey big head, you know you're just some of mine. Yeah, that was going on.
I have a good precept. A good precept. Yesterday, John 16 and chapter 1, right? It says, these things I have spoken unto you, that you should not be offended. If you can have a picture, that you don't have a question. John 16, 1 offended. When it says, these things have I spoken unto you, and ye should not be offended. Right? So the Lord gave us warning of these things. Right? He know these things will happen to you. The same way he went through obstacles, you will go through obstacles, so he warn us and give us disclaimers to know what to look out for and to tell us when it does happen, know how to deal with it. Because offenses must come, as the scriptures say. Right? It say they shall put you out of the synagogues, yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth the Most High service. And that the kind of spirits people go have on them. These people go have spirit on them that these men evil. As you know, say if they call the head of the house Beelzebub, they go look at us like if we evil and we doing something wrong, and taking them out is a good thing. That's the kind of spirit, that's the kind of mindset that they're going to deal towards us. And the Lord tell us to prepare for that. Right? You see, and these things will they do unto you because they have not known the Father nor me. Right? You know?
Yeah, but in strong sir. It's scandalizo from G4625 to entrap, i.e. trip up figuratively, stumble transitively, or entice to sin, apostasy, or displeasure, make to offend.
You understand? They say entice to sin, to stumble. So you say all these things you tell unto us that
so you
we
don't
should
stumble.
not
Yeah, so you go know, hey, as you say, alright, I'm following you, I wish I know, it just going to get hard.
Just like when you're reading,
yeah.
You know, they go back and say.
The verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble.
Set thy heart aright, and that's something people do. They set their heart aright. You understand? They put the spirit in the right stuff and so on. You understand? Set their heart aright. So your part, you know, once you do that, you will be double-minded.
I'll go back into circumcision of the heart now, right?
So if say a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You understand? So you have to set yourself aright. You understand?
No, that's why this circumcision thing with Paul, that's why he had to break it down for them like that. That's why he say, first, before you get circumcised, you have to circumcise your heart. You understand? Your mind. Set your heart alright, set your mind alright. So when times get hard, as the brother bring out, you don't be offended. You know? It don't cause you to sin. Because why? You already circumcised in heart. You know, hey, well boy, my family members disown me because of this, but what the Lord say? I will take one from my family and two from my city if I, you know, once I'm not butcher any precept. I think that's what it was. Exactly, will be the stability of your times. That's why the Lord said that. He said, these things I have spoken to you before, so you wouldn't get offended when it come. He said, before the end come, they will deliver all you up unto what? Ministers and kings and synagogues and so on and so forth. You understand? So when that time come, but if you fall out in that time, you was never sincere to begin with. Because as the brother read, these things have I told you before, so you don't get offended, you don't get enticed to sin when the time come, you know? But alright, going on.
That why men does make videos like call like faith stuff. You understand to build up, but not in spirit, and that way you always an apostle is telling you. Real videos of them, so that way your mind constantly in the spirit. In an
entire loop of correct. You're always in scriptures.
You see, but that is setting yourself alright. You understand what I'm saying? So that you'll be able to constantly endure. You know, if you ain't set yourself alright, you're not going to endure because you're not going to be stable. You understand? And that's the thing. That's the thing. You want to be in your right mind and be in your right spirit, so you can constantly endure things. Hey, at the end of the thing, going to fix me. That's last when I was watching as I was watching the video, I was watching the video with the brothers from San Francisco. Who went through the situation with the ex-man, with the man who followed, the other followed. And half of the video, the player recording with telling the brothers, you could blow up their head and things. You go shoot them and so forth. These men have to endure that. And these are the kind of things that even the Lord tell us about.
God.
Men that was wanted to be. It's on all different levels. It's on all different levels that we would have to endure. You understand?
God.
All different levels. Right? And we are constantly be able to endure. Let's just set ourselves right. Because again, as we mentioned earlier, in this thing, when things happen there, you get to realize that these things that happen. You're so set yourself right, it's like you know these things are to come. You understand what I'm saying? You know these things going to happen. So they endure when it happen.
The verse 3, it say, cleave, that's not, but that's 3, the one verse 3, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. You understand? Don't resort to that's how they say it in John Wick. Let's not be animals. Let's reserve this like men. You don't think?
Primitive instinct.
Yeah, don't resort to your primitive instincts.
To make not haste in the time of
A
trouble.
boy do you something, somebody chastise you, you don't run and go for revenge. You understand? That is making haste in a time of trouble.
So you say make not haste,
Make not haste,
in time of trouble, right? That go back to like even what you're saying just now. How it is that things will come.
Yeah.
You know? So you have to go through it. So and as you see that's the Lord telling you, he already tell you that yes, trouble times will come.
Yeah, our time is going to come.
It's going to come.
It must come. But you feel the furnace of affliction is. You understand?
Man, if you always shy, receive temptation, receive things.
Who is we?
You understand who's we?
And we way less than started than him. So who's we?
You always shy was over this whole place.
Oh,
Everything. Ah!
all this is yours.
This is yours.
That's about to
You
me.
understand?
Verse 3, it says, cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
And that is one of the ways that just really get through the temptation that you're going through by what cleaving unto the Lord.
God.
Because he's the one that has given us the strength. You see what? Say, I am with you, even unto the end.
I believe it's in Psalms where he said the name of the Lord as well. We strong, a strong tower. You understand? And a rock of defense. You know? That is why the scripture says cleave unto him. Who else you could cleave unto? If he is the man sending the temptation, wouldn't it not make sense to go to the source of it to begin with to look for salvation? I mean that is the only sensible thing to do, right?
Only through the Lord we are preserved.
Come.
And you have to believe that. And that we go through these things. Why? So that we can pray out to the Lord and he be with us.
Come.
You understand?
Verse 4, it says, whatsoever is brought upon you, boy, whatsoever is brought upon, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
Take cheerfully. Why you say to take cheerfully? And I go back to what you were saying. You know that these things are going to happen. So when it happens, you'll be like, all right, you're about to show me how shy.
Yeah, prophecy. I all gotta say, prophecy.
And some brothers give very come to that.
Yeah.
You know, ourselves to give back come to that. The Lord go take you through it, and that's where you believe.
Come.
And so when they take things cheerfully again, we know what is going to come out. The Lord already warned us about it. You know, the trials, the tribulation, I will see before, the prisons, the death, things, you know. Go through these things, man.
Come.
But
That's all that was there, right?
Yeah, you go ahead now. I just have one more verse to bring up, and then we can move on to the regularly scheduled program.
One piece that come to mind, and that's simply this. This is 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13, right? 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13, they say there are no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. So, and like my brothers always say, you might be going through something hard, but it's not like it if you so but
Come.
all of us have our own thing that we're going through that is difficult for us in that way.
Come.
We gotta be with.
Come.
The Lord know we likes and dislikes, so he has give us our trials accordingly. Right? Say but Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, is faithful. He say, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that which ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it.
Come.
Alright, so that's showing you what, at the end of the day, as long as you believe in the Lord and you stay firm to what it is you're doing, You understand? You will get past it. So the Lord might play through a financial situation, and then he might send some little nigga who have a good idea to make some money by fraud or some shit. You understand? Let me see what you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you might get the joke test, you know, let me see. And they might get bad on joke, but yeah, I'll try.
Pestilences are the thorns in the flesh, you know, the sickness, you know, but that's in many different ways, you know. Sickness is see where you can stand for. Yeah, so right now, you know, but as I said, can be sick. Somebody go through pain. You know, that's the better thing. I'm sick. You understand? Sick. Trouble to start sometimes, jaw pain, take pain. You understand? But you know, they just things better go through. You gotta face these things.
Or the second part of the verse say, it say be patient when thou art brought to a lower state. Yeah, so just bite your grind. You know? There verse 5, it say, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Acceptable men what?
In the furnace of adversity.
That go back now to what we were saying before.
Come on.
How you expect to be accepted of the Lord when you can just do anything and the Lord find you worthy and
just
pick you up? So how you go? It say acceptable men what?
And it says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of
So
adversity.
acceptable means that these men accepted, these men
Refined.
These men refined.
Tried, tested, approved.
Yeah, these men get it tick. You know?
Yeah.
These men is who we want. They become acceptable by that. Not by just you do all kind of wickedness and we worthy. You know, how can you say the rapture happen and their children? Is it going to make sense?
You know, like my mom just said that's something like in the PC world. Right? It have something called a stress test. I don't hear about it.
I hear about it, but not considering like PCs and things.
Right. So like say like if you build a PC, you have a nice processor of the case maybe, and you would run a software that will put you through a stress test and just max out everything to see if it can withstand and if it's durable now.
Yeah.
And that way you know it's really suitable for function.
Well, like even in hospitals, I think too, when you go in and they can't find what you're sick with, sometimes they put you on that stressors, they put you on a treadmill, they put something on your chest to scan, whatever. That is a stress test for your body to see like, alright, what caused this reaction? You know? That I know about it from that aspect. You know?
These things we have to go through because how else would be? It's like I was saying Gms.S.O.T.E. So if they do not pass through these things, how could they receive the city?
The city, the narrow, can.
Right? They have to go through these things.
Water and the fire, right? Water and the fire.
Yeah, water and fire.
God.
You want to be acceptable. You understand? You want to be acceptable. Alright, so you're going to get a work in this kingdom, right? Where is it again? A resume?
Yeah.
You just send your qualifications, right? And then HR, human resource, for the word just letter. Alright. Now he know what he missing certain.
No, not even only that, they might as scripture say, many are called and few being chosen, so they might hire a bunch, but then what? Then you have the probation period. You understand?
No, but this is what I'm saying, right? Even before that, they don't understand. Even before that, there's watch it.
Yeah.
In the paper, I tell you, there's watch it and say, nah, this man, he missing certain stuff. Get rid of that paper. You understand? So you have qualities to be acceptable.
That to make your word, you can't understand what you're saying.
Lord telling you what it is to be acceptable.
Can't.
You understand? These men here, they went through these trials, they went through these tribulations, went through the afflictions, and they seek it, they do it. A good example, if I don't mention him, Joe.
But what I'm saying is that part is like the probation period.
Yeah.
So you might say, you hear the word, you understand some things, but then the probation period now, when your trial come, you fall. You understand? But then, I think normally it's what, 3-month period. They say you're on probation for 3 months, and after that, we go raise your pay, we'll get a uniform. Because I know like in the restaurant world, right? When you now apply, you don't get a uniform or anything with the company logo on it. You come in a white top and a black pants and you work. And then after that 3 months when you realize, hey, as the brother say, you get the stress test, You work some holidays when it's real busy and you perform. You didn't fall, you didn't say, nah boy, I can't work. Die when we say, alright, game a jersey and a hat, you earn your stripes. That's what we just say, you earn your stripes. You understand? So that is what it is.
In any kingdom, those who are going to be honored, they will for that.
Yeah, they would have passed through this is our probation period. You understand? Days where we go be tested.
And when you say to earn
A
an
crown.
incorruptible crown. They just, alright, cool, I like you. You look nice. I'm a piece of here.
Go ahead.
They say these Deuteronomy 8 verse 2, right? They say, and thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness. They said to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was in thine hearts, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. You understand? So that is why the Lord put them that back in that time, to be able to see who was ready for the Lord and who wasn't. And for the ones who wasn't, what happened? All of them die off. You understand? Only about 2 or 3 men actually went to the other side, and all the others was just those new generation.
Yeah, it's a whole new come up.
Yeah, it killed everybody. And only a few men actually went into the promised land after journeying for 40 years. Right, so the Lord has pushed through these things, what, to prove us, to test us, to see what we're really about. A lot of men just come in and say they believe in the Lord, but when the time comes to show it, that is when you really know.
Have a percent for that.
Have a percent for sure.
The second Ezra 2 and 42. It say, I Ezra saw upon the Mount Zion. Serious?
Yeah, go through.
So yeah. It say, I Ezra saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs.
What the point is? That was the next piece of our sentence. I'll go and tell it again.
Sure.
You know what point that is, eh? I'll go and tell it again.
Come on.
Keep that.
Don't bring it out yet?
Nah, save that for last. Bring the next one. That's always the best one to hit at the arm.
Alright.
At the end. I was studying it today.
One here. So this is so there's Luke. There's Luke verse 12, right? I'll start from 42. Luke 12 verse 42. It say, and the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward?
Faithful and what?
Wise steward.
So faithful, you understand, being faithful means that it's even, you have to, in order to be faithful, you have to prove yourself to be faithful. You have to be able to be doing things to be considered faithful. When you have a woman and they call you faithful as wife, it's because she's doing what?
Because she's saying she done.
Yeah, because she's
Doing things to please her. To show that, hey, I love you, so I'm doing this.
Yes, she's doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
She's actually listening to
Yes,
this.
yeah. You understand? And that is when it comes to the Lord, to become faithful, you have to be doing the things of the Lord. You have to be, in order to be faithful for the Lord, you have to be doing the things. They call him a faithful servant. That means he do the things that he is recommended to do.
Come on.
Oh, I'm going to say, you have served me well.
Yeah, serve. You know what to serve, and serve is our action.
Come on.
You understand?
They say who then is that faithful and wise steward? It say whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household. It said to give them their portion of meat in due season.
In due season, so everything have a season. So that faithful servant, you get his stuff in due time.
Go on.
You understand? It's just patience and we work it up. Not that you do something, you do something good and I need a reward. I will teach him. You know? All this teaching the world, but that give. Get back one time. You understand?
Alright. Like I said, there's some jobs right now in the country where a person going to work and you're not working but they're still getting paid. The Lord don't work like that. You understand? He just give you your payment according to your work.
Yeah?
And he say reward every man according to his work.
It ain't 10 days. Huh? It's not 10 days.
Verse 43, it say, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Right? It say, of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he had.
Go on.
Because they did it. Right? To show that they was responsible. To show that they could take care. They say what they say, shall not be judged even angels.
Go on.
They say therefore that can you not judge the matter about yourself?
A scripture coming to my mind, but I don't know if I'm mixing it up in my head or not. When we talk about basically what it means is that your child's gonna be a testimony now, boy. Or your affliction's gonna be a testimony for you or something like that.
And when we talk about it, says this shall be a testimony unto thee.
Yeah. You see the same part, the part of the precept where you say the master come and find you so doing, you're doing the work. When he come, he find you doing righteousness. The work itself go be the testimony unto you. What shall I say? Yeah. Well, you have a record. You have my resume, you see what I've done. You understand?
You have made a spectacle unto men
And angels. Correct. Correct is right.
Right? See verse 45, it say, but and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayed his coming, and shall begin to beat the manservants and maidservants, or as you say, threatening brothers now. Blow up there.
Total wickedness, bro.
You understand?
Another say, hey, so say we want to certain situation with the men. Not so bad, but
yeah. That morality mentality of the men. Why? Because they said in their heart, the Lord delayed his coming, they lose patience. They couldn't endure. You understand? Whatever in the world that was pleasing to them that they couldn't have, they just couldn't do without it anymore.
Good.
Right? So they just had to be like, right? They just had to. They say, but and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayed his coming, and shall begin to beat the manservants and maidservants, and to eat and drink, and to be drunken. And from the time he started walking, Lord, you know it's because he started following some other
Yeah, other philosophy.
So right now he's staggering.
Yeah,
But
that
not
wine.
strong drink.
You know that wine.
Yeah, he gone.
You understand? It started to become a burden onto your brethren. That's why you talk about beating the maid servants and the man servants. You understand? Don't come out to do the work to you breaking down precepts wrong. And then what you like, what? Where you get that from? You know, you becoming a burden onto the flock. You understand?
So God saying what they say, he that gathered not to be scattered abroad.
Can't.
That's what you're going to begin to do.
Can't.
Once you're not teaching some doctrine, you're going to start scattering.
God, and then you go try to come to men privily, as the scriptures say, and say, hey, Ark, you know, I see this video, and but this didn't mean this really mean this, and this is that thing, and
We experience that.
come on. Yes, bye.
Say verse 46, it say, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him,
God.
and at an hour when...
man, just last night, somebody put up that comment on that same video. That same video, I don't know what the thing. Somebody put up that same precept. You know? See, and there's the thing about being a servant. The word servant comes from the word serve. And to serve, you have to be doing things that the master tell you to do to serve.
Yeah, well, that is serving.
Understand?
You know, that to serve, you have to be, first of all, you have to have a master to serve. You can't be a servant and you're not serving somebody. You know?
Serving yourself is idolatry.
Can't. You understand?
I want to say that, everything they say in the world, you have to be able to serve yourself, treat yourself. That's not how it is work.
Can't. You understand? That also go back into serving the flock as well. Like what Yahushua do, he washed the feet of his disciples. You understand? That would be humble. Like why he say, what? Wash, when he say if you're not able to humble yourself as this little child, you understand? Because even the least will be exalted great in the kingdom. You understand? And what he was talking about wasn't to literally behave like a child, like alright, a child has no sense of danger and all these things. You're not talking about that, you're talking about like the mentality of a child. When it's a child and an adult speak to you, you pat down, you get quiet, you listen, you know, they put a fear in you. That's the sacrifice of food. You understand? That's what you was talking about, you have to humble yourself as that little child and serve.
That's true, servants.
Well, boy, trust me, I could testify to that. I downstairs in the yard, my mother will call me up, yeah, take off the light. And I like, dog, you're lying down right here, what are you talking about?
And children supposed to serve but without even complaining.
Well, boy, you don't get that now. I'm sure.
Well, no, but children supposed to serve without even complaining.
Without even questioning why.
Yes, ma'am, you want to do yes, Dad.
No problem.
You cannot you're supposed to have the truth willing to serve. That way you need the apostle to tell men what to get involved. You sit down with our next brother to do certain things. You understand? You yourself is a servant.
As well. And that's why the scripture said, the more you exalted, the more humble yourself. You understand? Look who Yahushua, is Yahushua. We're talking about the son of the most powerful being in the universe, the second most powerful being in the universe, and he washing men's feet. He washing men's feet. And this is the second most powerful being in the universe, right? You understand? He father is the God of armies, you know. You understand? So like, you know, that just show how humble he brought himself.
I think the Pharisees was asking, one of them, he was asking, and say, so if David is my father, he say, why do David refer to me as Lord? Understand?
God.
Because he's David Lord.
Exactly.
See, verse 47, right?
I go after even people thinking that the word Lord means it's a Lord name.
No, that is a title. That just means superior.
Yeah.
When they break it down.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
This
but
what some people be saying.
Lord is in him.
You call a man Lord for what?
Yeah, correct.
All they was calling a man Lord Kitchener for years.
Without a Lord Nelson.
without a Lord
Without a
Nelson.
problem.
Yeah.
Without a complaint.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that there's not a name, like just a title.
Come on, the most wicked man, when you hear the songs they sing.
When people say you make them Lord over the household or something like that?
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Alright, but go ahead.
So, see verse 47, right? It says, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
Yeah, you beat with many stripes because it's not like you didn't receive the instruction. You understand? You blatantly tell me no. You understand?
You know.
It's not like you didn't know. You knew. That go back to the precept, them that go back into the world. You understand? It will be worse for them that know. And still going back out. You know?
Turn to the vomit.
Exactly. You know? That's why you go be no many stripes, it will be worse because you knew. You had no ignorance to wink at that time, you didn't know.
That's true.
Can.
But then you take heat or not, it was true.
Can is fiery indignation. You know?
And now I David say, well, take not thy Holy Spirit from you.
Correct.
When that Spirit gets taken away from you, in your mind, anything is look like a good idea.
Correct.
Anything is look like a
Say
good
why
idea.
there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is what? Death.
See, then he's trying to say, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. He say, for unto whomsoever.
That is also prove that you go and get some licks.
God. Yeah, not,
Yeah,
no,
Alex
nonetheless.
to get. Yeah, Alex to get.
Nonetheless.
Yeah, Alex to get.
Not
Period.
less, you go and get licks.
It's either you work for more or you work for less. But you go get touch up.
See, you say, for unto whosoever much is given, of him shall be much required. Right? That way men always tell men, running down like eldership and all this
Yeah.
type of.
Authority.
These men have a lot of work and responsibility on their hands.
But they're responsible for the souls beneath them.